Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn y como siempre, I'm so grateful you are here. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. You already know all the goodness we're going to be getting into in this video, and if you are new here, welcome as well. If you enjoy lifestyle, spirituality, self-development, journaling, and all of that good stuff, then make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos and you join in on this beautiful growing community. Now, before I get into sharing these 8 journaling prompts directly inspired by our upcoming new moon in Gemini taking place May 30th, which is marking the end of eclipse season. Granted, we are going to have another one, of course, later this year. I believe a Taurus solar eclipse and Scorpio solar eclipse and Taurus lunar eclipse. And I feel like, this eclipse season that we just had really initiated and propelled certain themes in our lives that we're going to see continue to unfold in the next eclipse season later this year. It's also marking the end of retrograde. I believe Mercury retrograde ends June 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. So we can see after this new moon, our lives kind of pick up the pace, and we may be feeling some more flow, some more energy, kind of moving through certain areas of our lives that may have felt stagnant. So I'm excited for this new moon, and I'm excited to share these prompts with you. Before, again, we get into them, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that we as individuals and as a collective have experienced so much in the past couple of years in such a short amount of time. And it's important that we acknowledge that we're still really processing a lot of the major global national events. We're still integrating so much healing and awakening as well. And I just want to say I'm so grateful that you're here. And I know that I start all my videos like that, but I really truly am so grateful you're here. And I don't just mean I'm grateful you're here watching this video or browsing my channel, but I'm grateful you are here on this planet. I'm grateful you exist. I am grateful your presence is present in this lifetime. I am grateful for the light that you carry and share in this world. I'm so grateful for the gifts that are embedded within you and your spirit and your soul. I'm so grateful for all the ways in which you invest in yourself and your growth and your healing and your expansion. I want you to know that it's bigger than you, that the healing you do for yourself really truly does impact and influence and empower the collective. Whether or not you see how your presence impacts the world, your presence does impact the world. And as you heal, the collective heals. And I just want to thank you for that. I often take moments to think about the kinds of people these videos that I do align me to, and I think that you're so beautiful. I consider you to be someone who's so beautiful, because for you to watch videos like this, like the videos that I create, a video regarding journaling prompts for a new moon, like you're someone who is intentionally holding space for their self to be introspective, to turn inward, to reflect on their life, to be more intentional, to understand themselves, to awaken, to align with the divine and the moon. And that's just so beautiful. That's so beautiful of you. And I really am so honored to be brought into your present moment. I'm so honored to guide you in your journaling and your reflections. Like, I really am truly so honored. So thank you for being here. Thank you. And without further ado, let's get into these 8 journaling prompts. What lessons did I learn? Understanding did I gain? Healing did I integrate during this recent eclipse season? Now, it's not to be mistaken. Of course, we're still going to be learning lessons. We're still going to be gaining understandings and integrating healing. However, I know that there were some certain particular specific lessons and understandings and healings that were brought forth to you during this recent eclipse season that really made themselves known and transparent so that you can confront them, right? So that you can learn them, gain them, understand them, integrate them. So what were those lessons, understandings, healings that confronted you, that you confronted, right? Because again, we may be seeing, the themes and energies and emotions that arose this recent eclipse season in the next eclipse season that's going to be taking place later this year after the summer. So I feel like documenting our history is going to really benefit us and help us as we journey through the next eclipse season. And it's also awesome when we are documenting the history of our journey so that we can really affirm, right, the lessons we learn, the understanding we gain, the healing we've integrated. So let's take this moment to not only document, right, but honor and thank this recent eclipse season. And I really encourage you to do this prompt because, again, I feel like it's going to be really, really helpful for us. What ideas, thoughts, stories am I declaring I am moving forward with? Initially, this prompt had the word affirming instead of declaring, and I wanted to switch it up a little bit, right? I think it's beautiful for us to be affirming words over our lives, but I feel like the word declaring has a different energy to it. And so, in this Mercury Retrograde season, in this eclipse season, we've learned lessons, we've gained understandings, we've integrated healing. So now that we've done that, now that we've journeyed through this challenging, expanding season, what are we declaring to move forward with in our life, in our journey? What thoughts are you intentionally thinking? What stories are you intentionally telling yourself? What ideas are you intentionally believing and investing in, right? What are those thoughts, stories, ideas you declare you are moving forward with? How has slowing down benefited my clarity, my insight, my being? I know that slowing down has felt somewhat forced upon us in recent years, but I also know that so many of us have been developing a new and different relationship with slowness. And given that Mercury retrograde also slowed down different aspects of our lives, I wanted us to take this moment to acknowledge how slowing down has actually benefited us, has assisted us and our clarity, our insight, our being. So if you resonate with this, if you have found yourself coming to value and appreciate slowing down in perhaps ways that you haven't before, then this prompt is for you. What mental, physical, spiritual aspects of myself am I embracing and no longer denying? This is a refreshing and replenishing Gemini New Moon that really is holding space for us to declare the new beginnings, declare the new us. So this prompt just felt right. I feel like we've done so much shedding, especially through this recent eclipse season. So, what are those aspects of yourself that you may have been denying, that you may have been turning a blind eye to, that you may have not fully embraced, but you are choosing now to embrace? You are choosing now to fully embody and step into with power, with light, with confidence, with curiosity. What are those mental, physical, spiritual aspects of yourself? In what areas of my life do I feel the need to be more independent, more responsible, more involved? The underlying force I feel in the shifts that have been taking place in our lives is the force of us being called to step into our power. And by that I mean for us to step into our truth, to confront our truth, to embody our truth, and to no longer be subscribing to lies. But with greater power, with greater conscious awareness, comes greater responsibility. And I feel like a lot of us have been sensing that, have been feeling that, have been feeling the need to be more independent, to be more responsible, to be more involved in certain areas of our lives. So what have been those areas for you? And they could be different areas for different things, right? You may feel the need to be more responsible in this area, and in a different area you may be feeling the need to be more independent. So it's different for all of us, right? We're all in our own unique divine journey and path and unfoldment, but I just really wanted to bring forth the sense, the need that some of us may have been feeling to be more independent and responsible and involved. And that is a need. Those are needs that come with growth. So it's something to not fear. And I encourage you to step into these needs and into this prompt with ease and confidence that you are absolutely capable of becoming more independent and responsible and involved in these areas of your life that you feel called to be. Who and what makes me feel energized and excited? There are certain relationships in your life that energize you and others that deplete you. Some that excite you and others that bring you down. And the same goes for all the other engagements and opportunities and environments in your life. But we're not here to focus on the depleting. In this prompt, we are focusing on the energizing and the exciting. So who and what in your life brings forth energy and excitement for you? Who and what energizes and excites you? This is a beautiful new moon for us to focus on the energizing and the exciting. And you can also use this prompt to not only, journal who and what already exists in your life that energizes and excites you, but you can also use this prompt to affirm the kinds of people and relationships and opportunities and environments and exchanges, etc., that excite you and energize you. So have fun with this prompt and know that you deserve an energizing, exciting life. When I imagine myself as expansive, what do I feel? What do I see, hear, smell, taste, sense? Y'all, we are coming out of a retrograde season, we're coming out of an eclipse season, and we are going to be feeling expansive come this Gemini new moon. And we're going to go ahead and claim our expansiveness come this Gemini new moon and thereafter with specifics, with detail. I want you to be so specific and detailed and involved with the playful imagination and envisioning of your expansiveness to the point where you feel it, like you really feel it and you get excited about it and it energizes you. Don't limit yourself. Don't fear your expansiveness. And you can tell when you fear your expansiveness and your success when you don't allow yourself to fully imagine it, to fully feel it, to fully envision it without restriction and with detail, with specifics. And this is not to restrict the possibilities of our expansiveness with our details and our specifics, because at the end of the day, our imagination and our perceptions are limited in comparison to the divine, but that should not stop you from envisioning, imagining your expansiveness. So have fun with this one. Use your physical senses, your spiritual senses, and tap in. In what little and big ways does joy show up in my life? Has the topic, the theme, the energy of joy been progressively coming up for you? Because it has for me. And I have felt called to really call it forth and bring it forth progressively and consistently, not only for myself, but for others too. Joy is our birthright. And it's something, it's an emotion, it's an experience that we gift ourselves daily. And it's important that we acknowledge it as something that we have the power to gift ourselves, and that we are worthy of gifting joy to ourselves and worthy of acknowledging. I know that I use the word acknowledging a lot, but we're worthy of acknowledging how joy already shows up in our lives in little and big ways. Because when we acknowledge certain things, we are putting our focus, our attention, our energy towards that thing, and we are making it cultivate and grow. And joy is definitely one of those things that we want to cultivate, we want to grow, we want to have energy flow into and out of. So how does joy show up in your life in little and big ways? And again, you can approach this as, you know, the joy that already exists in your life, with which I do encourage you to do. You can also use this prompt as a declaration, as an affirmation to call in the ways that you desire for joy to show up in your life in little and big ways. So this is a beautiful prompt to bring all of these prompts full circle under this Gemini new moon, and I hope that you enjoy it. And that, my friends, are the 8 journaling prompts directly inspired by our upcoming Gemini new moon taking place on May 30th, which is not only closing out this month, but again, closing out retrograde season and eclipse season. And it is a moon that I'm definitely looking forward to. And I hope that these prompts genuinely assist you in gaining clarity and confidence and comfort in your journey, in your expansion, in your unfoldment, And again, y'all, I am truly so grateful you're here. I am truly so honored to be brought into your present moment. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.